Good morning and happy Tuesday. I saw your nostrils expand. Oh, that was funny. Good morning, you guys, and happy Taco Tuesday. Today's Q&A day. So we're going to answer some questions that some of you guys may ask, and we hope to add a lot of value. But before we get this party started, we're just going to cover some housekeeping things. So for anybody who ordered their merch stuff, everything is being worked on and it should be shipped out to you next week. So you will receive all of your fancy merch stuff by the end of the month. Also, this week is the last week to register for the 14-day transformation Kickstarter challenge. So if you haven't already registered, please be sure to do so. And at this point, you might be asking, well, why should I do it? Well, my question to you is, why not? Right? When life presents itself with opportunities, you need to take it, right? Especially if it's free, right?
And if you have questions, just sign up. You'll find the answers.
Yeah.
It's free. There's nothing to lose. People have asked, okay, can you tell me a little bit more about this free challenge? I'm like, well, if you sign up, you'll learn a little bit more about the free challenge. It's free.
We're going to be going over movement. We're going to be going over nutrition. We're going to be going over lifestyle. We're going to teach you 14 different ways that will help you to kickstart your transformation. There's so much to gain and it's completely free. So
nothing to lose except for some body fat.
The reality is that all of you guys should be registering for this if you haven't done so already. In fact, if you've already signed up, drop a comment. I want to know.
Wait. Before you drop those comments, I see a lot of new names. And the first comments I want to see is if this is your first time watching live. Yeah. Because I see a lot of new names and I don't want to mix up all the comments. But it's important because I see a lot of new names. And we just want to see who our peeps are, guys. And the OGs, I see a lot of you in the house. Good morning. Okay,
cool. Anything else with regards to the challenge? Nope. By the way, there's first place, second place, and third place prizes, right? First place is gonna win the X Endurance Motion box along with a free coaching call. Second place is going to get a sample box along with a free coaching call. Third place is going to get one of Erin's favorite dad shirts along with a free coaching call as well. So you guys, this is really all for you. More importantly, this is for your community. This is your opportunity to level up, people who are in your life who've either been bringing you down because of their shitty habits, or who keep on saying, oh, I want to lose weight, and they just really haven't done anything about it. Or for anybody who's maybe been, trying to get on the right path for a really long period of time, and they just haven't found the right thing. Like, this is an incredible opportunity for you to level up other people in your life. And if you're in our community, honestly, that is why you should be doing it, because you become who you surround yourself with. And if you surround yourself with more people who are into their health and fitness, who have it figured out, who do not struggle every day to just be, you are going to have a way better time being around and being on the right path.
So wait, let me get this straight.
What?
If you become who you surround yourself with, why don't my biceps look like yours?
Because you don't do as many pull-ups as I do.
I've done a lot of pull-ups in my lifetime.
You have? Look, that's a good question. And
don't take it so seriously. Ha ha ha, joke. Ha 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 ha. Funny. You see the face, the little laughing face?
I didn't get the joke. I'm a foreigner. I don't get jokes sometimes.
I'm always laughing at myself. You guys, I'm really glad you're here because somebody else can laugh at my jokes.
I know Emily Wolf is dying right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Last night she was like, can you tell Erin that I just love her and that she's so funny? Yep. I'm like, yep, I will transfer the message to Erin, no problem. Just kidding.
I was actually on the call last night.
Yeah, you
I
were
think I
on the
read
call.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emily. Cheers to my clown sisters, my comedian. My mom said I should have been a stunt woman. I swear I should have been a comedian. It's never too late.
Oh, well, on the
never too
dodgeball
late.
show, everybody saw your stunts. That was pretty darn good.
I'm too scared to do real stunts, though. Like jump out of moving cars and shit. No. Nope. Don't sign me up for that.
We got too many lives to change.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. First question of the day comes from...
I want to see if there's new people. Where are they from? If this is your very first conversation, like Letitia Ortiz, welcome. Drop a comment and tell us where you all from. Where are you all from?
Oh, wait. Regina?
Oh, what?
Go.
You guys, Josephine is just
I think
really
Regina's
like
been here
not
before.
even
Maddie's
caring.
been here before.
Leslie, that's a new name.
Thursby. It's like Thursday,
Yeah.
but with
Thursby.
Monica.
Monica Carbone, that's a new name. Kayla Hafley, that's a new name.
Kayla's been here. I see you, Kayla. I see you, Kayla. Joanne Woods.
That's a new name.
That's a new one.
Yep.
But let's acknowledge all the homies.
Santi!
Santi's in the
What?
house. Claire. Heather and Kayla and Monica and Tina and Amy and Shell and Kristen and Tammy and Tina and Jerry and Amy and Stacy and MJ and Stacy and Emily and... I tried to go real fast. Tawny's in the house. Renee's in the house. Gabriella.
Yeah, that's a new name. Drop a comment. Tell us where you're from. I love it. Where you guys?
Laura Bailey.
Where you guys representing?
Oh, there's a lot of you. Hello to everybody and good morrow.
Okay, let's see if they're saying where they're from. Ooh,
Tennessee.
Pulaski, Tennessee. Pulaski sounds like it should be in Poland too. Actually,
Wait, what did Regina say? Definitely
Kansas City, Missouri.
Go back up.
What? Where? Up?
Look.
Oh. Baby, Regina is in... Yes, of course she's been here. That's Regina from the Inner Circle.
Did I say she was new?
But I don't know. Well, either way, Regina, we see you.
Wait, Holly. Okay, and Tyler. New.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, let's get to today's questions. Today's answers are brought to you by
Josephine the Jew Curl. Our first question comes from Down Under.
From Eve from Down Under.
I want you to read it in an Australian accent.
Oh my gosh, you're the... I don't know how...
I don't either. It will be terrible. It will be terrible. Hi, girls. I'm trying to find the best option to stay hydrated in addition to water and avoid cramping and stiffness. I feel like that's English.
No, that's really good. You're actually doing really good.
The Australians are like, this fucking girl. Okay, but for real. I'm trying to find the best option to stay hydrated in addition to water and avoid cramping and stiffness. Pre, post, and or during workout drinks. BCAAs? Question mark. Thanks. Also, pre and post training snacks other than chocolate. Haha, kidding about the chocolate. Thanks, Eve.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
If you're Aussie, you would get it.
Oh my God.
But okay, so I mean,
Lauren, hydro sticks. I was waiting for all the X and D's.
So the reality is that yes, hydro sticks would be ideal for you, simply because it's a great hydration formula. In fact, that's what I drink right here. Why is it great? It's great because aside from electrolytes, right, which other hydration supplements may have too, it's also got an ingredient that's called histamine, okay, which is basically like a liquid IV. So what that does when it drinks water is it actually pulls water into your cell and it makes you extra hydrated, right? And that is in IVs, which is why it's called a liquid IV. But since you're in Australia, to be honest, I'm not sure if she has access to that. Right. So my recommendation for you is, just just get whichever electrolyte supplement you have and drink it with your water. BCAAs have nothing to do with keeping you hydrated, right? However, Eve, what is your water intake? That is my question for you, right? A general baseline with regards to drinking your water is half of your current body weight in ounces. So let's say if you weigh 180 pounds, then you would want to consume 90 ounces of water per day to start. Like that is the baseline. Okay, so for one, if you know that you're not drinking enough water, I will ask you why, and I will make that your first target.
What would that be to them? Kilograms of body weight to liters?
Ounces to liters. So the conversion is going to be the same, but then we convert the ounces to liters. So 90 ounces, every ounce has like 28 milliliters. 90 times 28. So it would be like 2.5 liters a day. Right?
So 2.5 liters per
day.
Per pound?
Per day, if she weighs 180 pounds.
If she weighs 180 pounds.
Yeah. So start there. To answer your question, BCAAs do not help with hydration whatsoever. In fact, most BCAAs out there are shit because they have a lot of artificial ingredients.
Colorings, sweeteners.
Yep, sucralose based, just really terrible for you. If you eat properly, you shouldn't have to take BCAAs with your workouts, right? And like, it's one of the most irrelevant supplements out there. However,
I mean, it's good when it's good.
It's good when it's good, but most
drinks
of them are not.
Yeah.
And also pre and post training snacks.
Other than chocolate.
Well, I hope it's not chocolate. The reality is just be consistent with your meals, you guys. Like,
yeah, don't focus too much on pre, post,
unless you're an elite athlete and you train multiple times a day, like pre and post workout snacks are really not your problem. Consistency is your problem, right? Like you want to make sure that your meals involve vegetables, protein, carbs, and fats. Simple. Be consistent with that. I have no magic answer for you. So I hope that down under.
For those of you that just had your world rocked about the fact that most BCAAs are garbage, if you are taking the X Endurance protein, the chocolate or the vanilla, there's 4,200 milligrams of really good quality BCAAs in that protein already.
Yep.
No necessary extra needed.
BCAAs make up protein, you guys. Like it's no like rocket science or stuff.
Amino acid is a protein.
Right. Amino acids are the strands that make up protein, and that's why we say like just focus on being diligent with your meals and be consistent. If you have a serving of protein before your workout and a serving of protein after your workout, woo! There goes your BCAAs without adding the sucralose, without adding the extra like artificial ingredients that come with it that they don't even tell you what goes into that. Simple.
Look who the next question is by.
Emily Wolf, Colorado.
Emily Wolf says, we get this question all
Emily,
and this was probably asked a while ago.
Almost a month ago. That's funny. So I'm gonna read it because she's gonna laugh.
But let's answer it too, because you can't talk about this enough, because I'm sure there are people watching who are gonna be like, oh my God.
What do you think about time-restricted eating? And Emily, you know that you asked that question because your problem was, before you came to us, lack of consistency. If you want to restrict your eating, then I can tell you that you do not respect your food and you're inconsistent with your eating behaviors, right? See, she liked that. And your problem is not restricting your eating. Your problem is learning how to be consistent with your eating, which she's done an amazing job with. So.
But how do we get consistent with our eating? We have to practice discipline, which requires self-control.
And we need to follow structure, support, and have systems.
Yeah, well,
right? You need to learn a system.
Let's talk about this question from the perspective of the person who's like, oh yeah, intermittent fasting. That's restricted eating, right? Time restricted eating, intermittent fasting. You're restricting, I'm not eating during this time and I'm going to eat. I'm not eating during this time and I'm going to eat during this time. And I can eat everything because it's not very much time, right? Always, 100% of the time it comes back to what is the intention? What is the intention and the desired outcome of whatever method you are going to use?
I'm gonna go get him.
Boogie is singing Celine Dion again. Okay, so he's such a diva. Like, it's getting worse. Zoe,
come and say good morning. Come and say good morning.
What is happening?
Whoa. Finn, say good morning to everybody. Let's go. Come on. Come and say good morning. Yeah, Finn, say good morning. Boogie.
Today's broadcast interruption brought to you by King Boogie.
Boogie, what do you have to say about it?
Did you hear my song? Did you hear my song?
No.
Did everybody hear my song?
Mama, please, I'm embarrassed right now. I'm embarrassed. Please don't embarrass. Oh, okay.
Gosh.
Wow.
Okay, back to what I was saying about any method or modality you use, specifically in this instance, intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. Always, what's the intention? And if you don't want to do it for the rest of your life, don't start. There's always two sides to a coin, but that is my general.
If you are attracted to restricted forms of eating, whether it's time-restricted eating, whether it's carb-restricted eating, fat-restricted eating, all the things restricted eating, then you're attracted to it because the bigger problem is that you have a hard time controlling your food. So you want to restrict it because you don't know how to control it.
How cute he is, though. Get that blankie. Get the blankie.
So sweet. So that is the deeper question that you need to ask yourself that you were probably never challenged to think before. If you are looking to restrict your eating in one shape or form, what you really need to learn is how to have better control of your food. Because sustainably, in order for you to lose weight, achieve the body that you want, achieve the life that you want, it's not about, like restricting your eating, but it's about having better discipline to control what you eat so that you can create more choices for yourself. Right? Now, I'm not saying like don't restrict eating cake. That is, yes, of course, but when you control your food in general, then you control everything that goes into your mouth. right? Like there's a rhyme and a reason and an intention, and it's all calculated decisions.
Controller.
Right? What happens to human beings when you are feeling restricted? When you're saying, don't do this, don't do that. Immediately you want to do it.
Temper tantrum.
That's why, right? Like restricted eating doesn't work. Because it could only work for a certain period of time.
It doesn't work for weight loss.
Yeah.
If you have an extreme medical condition in which something like that would benefit you, always two sides to the coin, right? Always. However, for the majority of us, like if you've tried intermittent fasting and you've succeeded, did you keep your results? Or no?
Yeah.
Because if you didn't keep your results, it did not work.
Yeah.
It did not work. It worked. No. Nope.
It worked until it didn't. Then it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Right?
Unless your goal was to lose and then gain, then absolutely it worked. Okay. So next question from Natalie Rodriguez in Texas. How to make healthy but delicious meals and snacks. So this is, what's objective? Subjective? What is it when it's like preference based? Like this is, I mean, what's delicious to you?
Well, my just response is make it a priority.
Well,
it's easy to make it. You have to do your research.
Well, it sounds like what Natalie is saying is that she, based off of her past experiences, believes that Emily, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
the nom nom.
she needs to
based off of past experiences, healthy food doesn't taste good. Either because you don't know how to cook well, or use seasonings instead of like oils and shit, or grease or fat. You're from Texas, so it's fair to make an assumption. If you're thinking that healthy food doesn't taste good, that's because you're used to Southern kind of fucking food.
Sorry if I sounded harsh.
Which is always like greasy, fried, not always. Like you can eat well anywhere, but there are places that give you more opportunity to eat well, food that tastes good. Okay, so, but delicious is a preference.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you to make something I think is delicious, and if you don't think it's delicious, it doesn't matter. But we do have a recipe book. It's called Nom Nom.
If you're interested, we're happy to sell it to you a la carte. Just email admin@improveyournutrition.com. admin@improveyournutrition.com and say, get me the nom nom. And
I would actually just sign up for the Badass Fit Body Nutrition Program.
Yeah.
You'll get it for free in there. It's like $37. You'll get an outline of quantity. Yeah. Anyways, that's improveyousolutions.com/nutrition1.
Yeah.
I believe. We'll find out. But this is a matter of getting creative and taking your time to look up recipes.
Making it a priority.
You have to put in effort. It's not like, okay, I'm going to just boil chicken breast and then expect it to taste good without anything on it. But then the only thing you know to put on it is like barbecue sauce. So anyways.
Yeah, Tammy said the free challenge has recipes too. You're right, Tammy.
The free challenge does have recipes.
Yeah. Yep.
14, I think. 14? How many?
14 or 7.
No. Okay. So, Ty Deschambeau. Is that how you say that? You're way better with these things than me.
Deschambeau, I think so, yeah.
Deschambeau.
From Oakland.
Looks like this will have to wait until another Q&A. Oh, yeah, this one. It's this Q&A. Okay. What do you guys eat for breakfast? And do you usually eat within 30 minutes? This is good. Of waking up. What is your favorite pre-workout meal that isn't overfilling and post-workout? This is like 20 questions. This is not fair, Ty. What is your one question? She's like,
it sounds like an interview. I like it.
She or he, don't know, but.
Okay, so what do you guys eat for breakfast? And do you usually eat within 30 minutes of waking up? To answer your question, within the first 30 minutes of waking up, I'm still halfway through my morning routine. So, no. And no for you too. And what do we eat for breakfast? Man, I eat the same thing all the goddamn time. I eat my yogurt and oatmeal and berries and nuts.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Thing.
But
you actually don't eat yours till later.
Yes, but because we have a fully loaded morning with a lot of videos and appointments back to back, and we work out earlier in the day too, I personally don't like to have a full stomach before I work out, because I feel gross. I feel gassy. It feels like it's too much.
I think the first calories we both consume is a
are
protein
liquid.
Shake.
Yeah. So we do a shake with almond milk just to get something into our system. And after our workout, we have a solid meal.
Brekkie.
Yeah. And
mine will vary. Sometimes mine is eggs with veggies. Sometimes mine's fucking cauliflower rice with ground turkey.
So
always a balance. Always just a balance. Some kind of lean protein with veggies, and
carbs,
and some
fat.
kind of fat and carb. Yeah. So.
So what is your favorite pre-workout meal? Well, it's not favorite. It gets the job done. Look, the reality is, you guys, is when you become more advanced, you realize that you don't love the food in which you eat. Is not something that you eat, and please correct me based off of your life experience if you're wrong, but I don't eat food because it's like my favorite. I eat it because it works for me, and it's a part of my routine. And I mean, for me, my time is more valuable with what I'm eating, right? Because of, where I am in my journey. It is different for everybody, but for me, I don't pick food based off of oh, is it my favorite? I learn to appreciate all food that fuels me and that, helps my body function the way that it is.
Which takes time.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time.
Let's talk about the Sarit of 5 years ago. Even just 5 years ago, you would eat more for just what was good.
Yeah.
Right? We used to smash Halo Top ice cream and
Right. But my point for saying this is that it evolves, you guys.
It evolves, but the place that you're coming from right now is you want to eat food because it tastes good, not because it makes you perform. Athletes, paid athletes, will drink stuff that tastes like fresh cut fucking grass and garbage can if it makes them perform better.
Yep.
Right? But it's a different mentality. And the regular person wants to enjoy the flavor and the taste of the food and the textures of the food that they're consuming. So we kind of have to find this middle ground of where are you at? Where are you progressing to? Because pre-workout meal, doesn't matter. Have a balance in all your meals. Yeah. Focus on balancing your meals. Mm-hmm. When you're hungry, eat. Right? And when you're satisfied, you don't need to eat anymore.
Yeah.
And it sounds very the other part to that is if you're eating shitty quality food and highly processed food, you're going to feel hungry even after you eat. So the quality of food actually matters. So making sure that you eat whole food, not too much, mostly plants. And balance it throughout the day.
Yeah.
For some people, that means eating 6 times a day. For some people, that means eating 3 bigger meals per day.
Yeah.
Depending on your schedule, your preference, your body, and all of that. So I would say be balanced.
And then what weights are you guys using for burn zone 2? It varies on the workouts.
It was between 15, I think, and like 25 pounds or something
for the most part.
Depending on what the movements were.
Yeah. We hope you found that helpful.
Okay, this is the last question for today.
Ooh, from Hemet, California. Cool.
From Bree Pettijohn.
In March, I completely jacked my left shoulder. Due to the injury, I've been unable to lift and weight with that arm. I guess lift weights with that arm. Needless to say, my muscle structure is now uneven and I have very little strength. The doctor cleared me 7 weeks ago to start working it, but with no guidelines. I started lifting light and doing bodyweight workout, but I'm still struggling to get 10 pounds over my head with that arm. I'm visiting my chiropractor twice per week to keep everything in alignment. Any specific moves to target strength training in the shoulder? So for you, strength training, to be honest, like if you really want an honest answer, strength training like for your shoulders isn't the problem, right? What you need to do is you need to focus on building bulletproof shoulders, which is probably what fucked up your shoulders in the first place.
What do you mean by bulletproof shoulders, though? Is that not strength? Strength, stability?
Bulletproof from injury, right? So, like, look, you guys, the shoulder is the most, like, mobile joint in the body, right? It's what we call, like, a ball and socket joint. It can move 360, right? So, the more mobile something is, the more prone the less stable it is. And if you don't do shoulder stabilizing exercises, shoulder strengthening and shoulder stabilizing exercises, is way different, one. And also with living in the 21st century, like just the modern lifestyle messes with our posture as well. So if you don't do shoulder stabilizing exercises along with exercises that help to improve your posture, you're going into every shoulder strengthening workout with basically an injury just waiting to happen. So it's only a matter of time. And that's why shoulder injuries are so common among adults, because you guys are freaking tight in your shoulders, right? Like you don't do shoulder stabilizing exercises. You don't activate, the muscles that keep your shoulders stable, and you go and you bust out some weights. So what do you think happens if you pound something heavy on a very weak foundation? It's only a matter of time till that foundation just like gets messed up, which is what I assume is going on with you. So,
well, what is happening is that she had an injury and was unable to lift for a long time. So lost strength, lost size, all of that. So it is weaker. But what you're saying, building bulletproof shoulders,
focus on shoulder stabilizing exercises, and as they get stronger, keep on adding strength exercises.
A lot of people, when they want to strengthen their shoulders, they push things. You push overhead, you bench press, you push, right? But we're already such forward creatures. I'm grab my coffee forward. I'm gonna cook food forward. I'm on my phone. I'm
sitting on my desk.
I'm
driving.
Everything is forward.
So
what happens to your upper back is it gets really weak, and the back side of your shoulders gets really weak, and around your scap gets really weak. So then you don't have any stability because there's an imbalance. There's a lot of over tightness here. If you guys were on the episode when we were talking about not being bipedal creatures and not sit on your asshole creatures, and we were talking about the muscular length relationship between the glutes and the hip flexors, is the same with the shoulders, right? Like if you have an optimal length for your chest and your shoulder muscles, and for your upper back and behind the shoulder and your traps and all of that. And if you're hunched forward, these are severely lengthened and weak, and these are severely shortened and weak. So we actually have to pull shit, pull things, pull back, pull down to get the shoulder stabilized, and then be in positions like planks and doing like scap push-ups and doing non-sexy things that strengthen the stability of your shoulder.
Yeah. So, and this is what the fitness industry in general doesn't talk about, right? It's all about like the vanity stuff, right? But the reality is that you need to build up to the sexy shit. You really do. And I saw that some of you guys said the Burn Zone 2 has a lot of shoulder exercises. Yes, for sure. However, like strengthening your shoulders, if you really want to have strong shoulders in the long run, strengthening your shoulders is not your main concern. Your main concern is getting your shoulders healthy so that you can strengthen them.
Let's define some things.
Okay.
Bree, I see that you're here, which is awesome. Strength has more to do with the amount of weight you can lift. Okay? Like maximal amount of weight lifted.
Man, I have this thing on my chin. It's so annoying. Do you guys know when you have something like on your skin?
So then stability has to do with your ability to stabilize while you're moving the weight. So you say, I don't think my shoulder was weak, but why did it get injured?
So strength.
So weak in stability, most likely, unless you are throwing a ball and somebody came and jacked your arm.
Yeah.
That's different. That's impact.
Right. That's like why a lot of baseball players have a shoulder injury, right? Because of the
overuse.
Overuse of the shoulders. Tennis players, baseball players, that kind of thing.
Right. But like if you're lifting, you're lifting right and you're doing accessory movement. Like a lot of people, I don't know if it's CrossFit or bodybuilding or whatever, but like say either way, CrossFit and bodybuilding. CrossFit is very much one directional movement.
Yep.
It's forward, backward kind of movement. That's it. Unless you're at the CrossFit Games, then they move side to side and do some other shit, right? If it's bodybuilding, like you do split, I'm gonna do all these, and it's
not even functional.
It's right. So you don't focus then on like the accessory movements. You'd be like, yeah, my shoulder presses are accessory to my bench press. That's not what we mean.
That's not accessory.
It's not accessory. But little things like external, like shoulder rotations
or pull aparts.
Yeah, things like that. Crossover symmetry, pulling things back, like stabilizing the shoulder. Carries, even like farmer's carries.
Yep.
Are awesome for your upper back.
Windmills.
So you don't get injured by lifting if something isn't weak somewhere in the chain.
And that's why for anybody who's doing Burn Zone 2, like we do pressing.
We do.
But we also do a lot of shoulder rehab movements. And, like there's so much rhyme and reason that goes into each and every one of those programs, because we know that we're working on building you up, but we know that if you're not adding shoulder stabilizing exercises, then what's going to happen is that you're going to have a weak foundation. And that's why we have you guys do windmills. That's why we have you guys do get-ups. That's why we have you guys do a lot of like shoulder taps and scap retractions, because these are the things that you need to do to keep your shoulders healthy so that you can press.
Don't we have a shoulder rehab program?
We do have a shoulder rehab program.
Where is it?
What do you mean?
Like what? Like where is it available?
It's the bonus and the one funnel, the first one. 7 days.
Oh, it's a bonus in the Burn Zone. In the Burn Zone?
No.
Oh, in the 7-day kickstart.
Yeah.
reach out. We'll figure out how to...
Reach out to admin@improveyournutrition.com. If you want, we're happy to share with you the shoulder rehab program.
Or you can just do the burn zone.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yep.
That's it for today. That's all the questions. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Just send a note to them. Make sure they get the link. If you're not signed up for the Kickstarter,
make sure you do so.
ImproveYourSolutions.com/Kickstarter.
If you're watching this on YouTube, I got a favor to ask you.
I think it's going to be right there. The subscribe button.
Yep. Right there.
Or right there.
Hit the subscribe button, please.
Really sure.
And if you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please make sure to do so. In fact, we have a lot, not as many rehab and warm-up techniques, but we do have some of these stuff. We also have like some recipes for whoever asked it from Texas earlier. But since we've been producing the burn zone and there are 160 workouts for all 4 levels, that has been our main thing. But once the burn zone is complete, we're gonna get back to doing more videos of recipes and rehab and that sort of thing, because really that's what we're here for, to add more value. But to make sure that you get access to all these videos, you need to be subscribed to our YouTube channel so you can get notified when we drop a video, whether it's a video about like some basic bitch pumpkin spice.
Has anybody gone into the like way deep down into our YouTube channel, like when we first started it? If you actually want to laugh, like I know I'm funny like all the time, pretty much, without a doubt, 100% of the time.
But if you want to laugh at our kitchen,
but if you want to like laugh at how like ridiculously amateur we were, dude, you got to start somewhere. I'm cooking pancakes in a bikini somewhere.
It's cute. Oh, I finally got that thing.
Oh, yay!
So annoying.
Okay, so yeah. Anyways, there's some amusing things.
Emily's dying.
Like magnets all over the refrigerator, alcohol on the top, like fucking dishes in the background. Everybody makes their shit all perfect. Like, oh yeah. We know people were like, okay, you have to do this, and you have to take these things off the counter. And it's like, we don't have a fucking kitchen. If we clean up everything, we don't have a kitchen. Like, take the knife off the counter. Like, I need that. But we don't want it to be in the camera. It's in the shot. I need it to cut the onion. Anyways.
One thing is for sure, it's always been like raw and real. Yeah, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can, really get notified every single time we drop a video, and also so that you can stay in the loop, because we do have some videos that are not on Facebook, right? This is the only video that we do on Facebook. So yeah, Tammy, if you can please drop the link later, that would be amazing. Other than that, you guys, that was it for Q&A day. We hope that you found a lot of value in today's episode. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about your money game and help you resolve your money problems. Because we want to make sure that you're giving yourself more opportunities in life, because that is what this is about. So we hope that you guys have a beautiful day, and we will catch you tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. From us, Josephine, and to you guys, happy Tuesday.